Yo. So, coming at you from the car. I always do this. I wake up, it's hot, I smoke, I eat, and then my brain is foggy for the rest of the day. I find that when I get myself into a routine, unless I'm like really strict with myself, then I end up knocking myself off, and it can be the tiniest thing that happens that throws me off. And it's not straight away, it's just like a landslide, like one rock, and then it just so yeah, I've decided to grow my hair out as well, actually. Normally I cut it. Just gonna make a little spicy rollie with what I've got. So basically, in this video, I wanted to come on and just give a story time and go over life. And yeah. So I spent some time in England and got a car so I could go around different places, and excuse me, I'd been around before, but I'd always rented the vehicle for so many days and then return it. I hadn't had a vehicle that would just sit on the drive and I could just get in it and go anytime. So this was a new experience and a good experience for me. It answered lots of questions, the what ifs and the whys and the wheres and the, you know. Excuse me. But that's the point, it's just an experience. And even though I had a car, a nice car at that, to get social recognition as well as the personal benefits, like, it still wasn't real, and it was just things. And while it was very easy to get caught in the trap and the land of make-believe, I knew it wasn't real, so I had the mindset that I would enjoy, make the videos I wanted to make, go to the places that I want to go to, specifically in England, that I would otherwise be getting the train to. And that was that. Originally staying in Tenerife, I was just only here for maybe a week or 2 weeks at a time, but just back and forth. And then there was one occasion where I went to the airport, said goodbye to everyone, got on into the airport, and then at the security line for the airport, even on the plane, through all of that, and then I'm seeing the door, and then I'm in that tunnel, and I just come around the corner to see the beginning of the door, and I just was crying because I couldn't leave, and the people that I'd met had been so special to me, and This was the sign that I should just start living my life how I want to live it. But I've always insisted that if I do this, then I want it to just be based off of me being me. Like, everything that I have is because I was me, and then it came. I'm not unaware of the finer details that, okay, you need to trade, and even if you don't pay for something, someone else will, whether that be in time, money, blood, whatever it is. Like, you'll always pay for what you have one way or another, even if you haven't exchanged money. So to say, okay, I want to live without money and not let money control me, doesn't mean that suddenly I think that everything is free, because this does not exist, you know. There is a cost. Even in nature, there is a cost for everything. It's just not always with money or someone giving you back money. I done what I did, done what I wanted to do, should I say. I met up with Sophia. This was nice. And yeah. But I just don't feel England is for me. But then I have also discovered that just because you're not in England doesn't mean you don't have problems anymore. Sure, like, it can be designed by default in a way to cause you excess problems, and problems which don't exist and that are created, but overall, even if I just go into the woods and stay by myself and not smoke, have a fire, but I'm by myself and I'm in the woods, like, I'll always find something to get annoyed with. And then this is where I can figure out what's in my head and what's other people that I need to either work on or ignore, you know? So I went to the Netherlands. When I was here, I come back here in the beginning of the year, in January, and then stayed here. Then went to the Netherlands. And it was nice to go there because obviously I always talk about it, but I now see it in a little bit of a different light, you know? And I always knew it was coming, but would ignore it. The phrase rose-tinted glasses comes to mind. But while I was here, I met a girl. She was staying in the same room as me. She was sleeping in the bed opposite. And then we was chatting. I said, oh, I'm just gonna go and lie down before the fire. And then we got chatting. And she also says, oh yeah, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to sleep. I said, oh yeah, I've got to get a rest for the fire. And then we ended up chatting for 3 hours. Neither one of us went to sleep. And then we ended up just having a fire ourselves, because normally I have it for everyone in the hostel. Oh, fuck. And then I said to her, oh, we can go around the island, you know? I can show you this. And she was like, yeah, cool. So we went around the island together. We had a cool time. She was really interested in the caves. So we slept in the cave for a night. And it's rare that you meet someone, a woman at that, and then they're like, oh yeah, like, I'll sleep in a cave with you. And like, normally I'm like the Antichrist, you know? It's like, what? You live in a cave, you sleep outside. Like, why would you do that? But she was the complete opposite to this, so it was nice to feel accepted, you know? And then there was this other woman that came, and she kind of fancied me, I think. And then she was asking, oh, you know, if this other girl was into me or not. She said no, that we were just friends. So then she was like, okay. So she started flirting me. I started hanging out with her. But to make this story, like we had been hanging out very intensely, and then all of a sudden this other woman comes in, and then now I'm not really speaking to either of them because I feel really awkward. And it was her last night, and I just pretty much ignored her because I just didn't know what to do. And yeah, it was a bit shitty. So I said okay. And then on the morning now, I was renting a scooter, and the rental agreement that they give you in case you get stopped by the police with all the insurance details and blah 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 is on a yellow sheet of paper. And when I wake up now, I've got a yellow sheet of paper in my shoe, and I'm thinking, how the fuck did that get in there? Like, I thought I dropped it and someone had put it in my shoe, being like, oh, it's, you know, it's mine. But it was a note from her saying, oh, I had a really good time. Like, I think you're a great guy. Like, it's a shame, like, that we didn't get to speak. And so I didn't get to say goodbye properly. This is my phone number if you want to contact me. And if you're ever in the Netherlands, then I would definitely want to meet up with you again. And I was like, oh shit, you know? Because here I was thinking we had a great time, and then never to be seen again because we was just hanging out every day in person, so I didn't need her number. So I thought it was really nice. So I left here, and then I went to the Netherlands for King's Day. And I'd booked 3 days accommodation in the Flying Pig where I used to work. And I met her in town on King's Day. And then it was like we got on, like we admitted that we both liked each other in the end and all of this. And then I was still speaking with this other woman, but not really. And then I had gone to meet up with her in Germany. Well, it was actually France I met her, but yeah, I'd gone to meet her on the border. And then so yeah, that was that. She was okay, but I don't know, like, it just, we had a lot of things to work through, and it just, I was very much in my mind, I will admit this, I'm not just gonna slag people off, but yeah, I was very much in my mind, and we just weren't compatible. But there was the element of excitement, and like physically I was very attracted to her, so there's a lot of lust involved. So then I was just like, okay, fine, cool. And then I was like, okay, it's not anything, I'm just gonna come back to the Netherlands and chill there. And then so I was just chilling and hanging out, and then eventually we got together in a relationship. And then I found out that she had a child, which was like quite a big one. I was like, okay, why would you not mention this? But yeah, this is like okay, I guess. Like, I was annoyed at first, and then yeah, it was fine. And that was kind of cool. We would go to a park and like do fires. Like, I didn't carry wood, it was 4, so I didn't carry wood and things like this. So I enjoyed it, but it was just a bit of a weird situation because I'd never been in this position before, where I'd been in a relationship with someone that already had children from someone else. And it had happened once before, yes, but they didn't see them, so it made it a lot easier. The fact that they couldn't see them anyway, you know, even if they wanted to, so it was just not even a thing. So yeah, but otherwise this was very much a thing, and she was a full-time mum, you know, so it's like, and she was studying, which I did notice. So for me, it's like there was many things that could have made it work, because obviously we had the right mindset, we had the similar ideas of what we wanted from life and how we want to live, and our living conditions and living styles and lifestyles, things like this. And then like most good things, I decided to pull the plug and just nuke it and say that was it, you know. So we was together for maybe like 2.5 months, 3 months, and then I come back to the Netherlands. But in between this time, before all of this, I obviously hopped over to Jamaica. And then when I came back from Jamaica to Tenerife for the week, this is when I met that girl. And then I was back over in the Netherlands. And then, yeah, the accommodation ran out, and I ended up staying because I was meeting this girl, so I was just in the city. And then I was collecting cans, I was hanging out, smoking, met Paul, and yeah. He ended up coming over here, meeting 2 girlfriends, broke up with one, now he's got a new one. Both from England. He went back to England as well. He had never been to England before, met someone over here, and they took him back. So that was cool for him to have a little excursion. That happened quite early on as well when he got here. But then it was raining, it was cold, I had blisters, like I just had enough like of the lifestyle, but in the Netherlands, because yeah, it's very difficult to live the life I want to live, but in the Netherlands, and the police always harassing you and waking you up. I say harassing you, they just wake you up. They tell you to move, they're okay, they're not that bad, you know. But it's just annoying. So yeah. After this, I was like, what am I going to do? So I went on the road trip, done everything I wanted to do in England, and then I come back to Tenerife. This is what I've been doing in short. And along the way I've been trying to capture it all on the camera. And it's kind of funny because there were certain situations I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get out of this? How long is this going to last for? And now I'm just here chilling. But then this does give me confidence for other things in life in the future, so yeah. But I just finished making the fire. Present time I'm staying at a hostel. And this is my base. It's up and down. I'm on thin ice as always. So I've made the fire for tonight. I make the fires for the guests, which is nice. I enjoy this. So it's good bringing people together and seeing everyone chat and enjoy it. But annoying because they just want to smash out fires like McDonald's. But then sometimes I say like I'll do one, and then I don't do one, and it's a problem because then they're all waiting like, oh, they said there was a fire, blah blah, now there's not. And for me it's like there is no context with the fires, and it's really important. I wish there was more context because yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, they come on holiday and expect an entertainment, and obviously it's not an issue. I don't have to make the fire. It's only an issue if I say I'm going to do it and then I don't, because obviously they are expecting it. But yeah, it's like, if it doesn't happen, it's like, ugh. For them it's just like a business thing of like, you let down the customer. But for me it's like, nah, like, I just wasn't in the vibe, but I just need to communicate. But communicating is a load of bollocks. Like, it doesn't really work. Yeah, so I'm at a loss, really. I'm at a complete loss. I'm doing well. There's plenty of coal in the engine, and we're chugging along. But it's all in the mind, mate. Oh, look within. And I've stayed in the hostel so long because I've been really working on like my social skills and like people, and like dealing with stupid questions and like just people's bullshit all the time, just constantly. And like I feel like I'm undercover there sometimes, because it's like, wow, it's so far removed from my real life, but I enjoy it and I'm comfortable, and I am learning a lot. Like I'm building on myself mentally. But yeah. I also have a drone now as well. Got myself a little one of the small ones. There's lots of rules with them if you get one that's over a certain weight. So I'm happy it's just this one, the Mini 2 SE. So yeah, gonna get some cool shots with that. Add that to the films. And yeah, that's it. I just wanted to come on and give a little brief overview. I sometimes forget what I've talked to you about already, like in past videos, because I just upload and chat as if it was a conversation, and sometimes the same issues still crop up, and for a video it's like, okay. But in real life there's things that have happened other than what I'm just talking about over and over again. New things, but it takes me a while to process. And also, it's very difficult to me to speak about things when I'm actually in the situation. Like, I can better analyse it once I'm out of the place that I'm in. But that's a shame, because sometimes I feel I miss out on all of the opportunities and the things that are right in front of me, because I don't see them until after the fact. So I'm trying to work on seeing them in the moment and then acting on what you see in the moment, as opposed to just making up your own bullshit in your mind that's going to fucking eat away at you. Anyway, that's all for now, mate. That's all for now. Stay blessed, stay lean, and peace.